Welcome back to PlayStation Corner. My name is Alex and today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite deals across PSN stores covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Sony then, they just dropped a huge blockbuster sale on us all, so hit subscribe, join our growing PlayStation family and let's get started. As always, then I do have a winner to announce for a $10 PSN gift card and one more to give away. All you need to do to enter, drop a comment down below and the winners they'll be announced in next week's video. Also this week I'll be focusing for the most part on those deals with new all-time low prices. So first up we've got Green Hell, and survival fans, this may well be worth a look. A first-person adventure experience. It's designed to absolutely test you as you scavenge for resources, survive the jungle and of course build shelter. It is deep stuff and there's more than a few things out there to kill you, including tribes and wildlife. But it even has a surprisingly good story. You're hunting for your wife that is missing, and it even has some accessibility options for maybe those new to the genre. Still, it's hard as hell, be warned of that, and this is the first time it's ever been on sale with 20% off. So while I'm on survival, Subnautica Below Zero, that is also on sale here with a new low at 25% off, 35% with PS Plus, and this switches out jungle for what is an oceanic world. I still think I prefer the first entry, honestly. This one, it expanded on the first game but didn't quite have, the same punch. But the world is stunning, and having 360-degree movement, it adds a whole new feeling to exploration and, of course, things to fear. The first time you cross paths then with a Leviathan will scare the hell out of you, and it includes a free PS5 upgrade as well. Alright, so Little Nightmares 2 sees its first ever PSN discount, and it's here with 65% off, 70% if you have PS Plus. The first entry, it was a great time. This one refines the experience, and it's a puzzle horror experience throwing you into this twisted world of almost think nightmarish creatures. You're searching for a tower that's broadcasting a signal that's distorting this world. It has the occasional issue, I will say, with controls feeling maybe a tiny bit awkward, but otherwise I was really impressed, and it's another one packing a free PS5 upgrade. I know horror might put people off too as well. I just want to clarify here, it's not of the jump scare variety, rather of the creepy variety. Catherine Full Body then is a personal favourite. It's rocking a new low price when factoring in PS Plus, and that is 60% off. I played this when it first came around. Now we got an expanded edition that adds in new modes, multiplayer, and a whole new character and story arc. Now some do prefer the content without this story expansion, but I really enjoyed it. All these years later, it's just still incredibly unique, and it's a puzzle game with an extremely adult story. The idea in this world, those that have done wrong and been, let's say, unfaithful in their relationship, they're entering nightmares that can kill them. You need to survive now by climbing a tower of blocks that increases in challenge. The animation is stunning though, and you won't forget the story anytime soon. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit then is one for the race fans out there, a remaster of one of this series' favourites from the team behind Burnout. It just has incredible pace, incredible carnage to its, arcade gameplay, and yeah, I adored this one and I still pick it up relatively frequently. The online is a blast though, and it packs in crossplay, which is always a good thing. The cars are both ridiculous and beautiful to look at, and honestly in 2021 the visual remaster they've done here, it absolutely stands up. This one then, it's rocking a new low price when you look at the PS Plus discount of 60% off. Cuphead then is a masterpiece, but full transparency, it's the only game on today's list that we have seen cheaper previously, but I'm talking by like $1 or your regional equivalent, so I think that is more than fair. It's a game everyone should own in my eyes. The game though, it's a 2D boss rush experience, meaning it's going to be for the most part incredibly challenging boss battles, and it packs in 2-player local support, which is just incredible. Not that it makes the game though any easier, with some of the best visuals I've seen in a long time and an incredible soundtrack as well. You just cannot go wrong with this purchase. Outriders then is a game with mixed opinions on it. I picked it up myself because I'm a fan of squad-based action, and this one, that's the best way to play. A third-person shooter, it's got a throwaway story honestly, but it's good enough to get you into the action. You're fighting what is an enemy force on like a planet that was going to be intended to replace Earth. Think a whole lot of augmentations though, and it's at its core a looter shooter. It's not without its issues, occasional bugs, some annoying loot drops, but otherwise I think if you come here for some just like brainless action, there are things to like in it, and this is a new low price with 40% off. It even packs a free PS5 upgrade as well. On shooters then, if you want something with a more methodical approach, check out Metrro Exodus Gold Edition. It's currently a new low price with 65% off. It's 70% for PS Plus members. This is the third entry in the incredible series, and it's all about a world where humans have been relegated to living underground in what is a post-apocalyptic world because, well, honestly, up there's a whole lot of things that want to kill you. This one, though, it dialed up the scale in nearly every way, from the locations to the amount of characters to meet. But what I enjoyed the most, the fact it's not just all-out action, there's exploration and a whole lot of stealth play as well. And for the most part, how you play the game, it's going to leave that decision down to you. Alright, so a PS5 exclusive then, so we'll keep it quick, but Returnal, it's back, matching the low at 29% off. A game that sadly had a fair few bugs at launch. It's now been fixed up, and I was there day one. I still absolutely loved it. Extremely challenging though, which I should have guessed given it's a roguelike, but I feel like it's worth a warning still. A third-person shooter though, you are trapped in what is a time loop on an alien planet, and you're trying now to break free. Expect a whole lot of death, but I do think it's one of the best looking games available on the system currently, and overall they just did a hell of a job with it. Into the final 3 games of the week then, and we're starting with something that's a little bit more, family friendly, but Sackboy: A Big Adventure. It's an incredible platformer, a great use of the license, and I will say a nice surprise, because I wasn't sold when I heard about this diversion from what was, the norm for the series. I played it both in solo and in multiplayer, and the characters, the world, they are so creative and charming. I actually honestly picked this one up on release day with my console because I intended to use it as a demo disc. I wanted to see the visuals. I was then though surprised to find myself hooked. You'll have a great time with it though. It has a free PS5 upgrade, and it's a new low price with 42% off, which I think that is more than fair. So our penultimate game of the week, and just a warning here, these last 2 I'm going with controversial picks, but we're starting with Last of Us 2. Loved by some, hated by many, it sees the return of Joel and Ellie after they've settled down in Jackson. Life is good, the town is good, but of course things go wrong, and now we're out on a mission with a whole lot of enemies to face. The story is what many disliked, which I won't discuss here, but it's a beautiful looking game, and there's no question that gameplay is good as well. Just understand that story, it's not going to be for everyone. It's a new low price with 35% off if you do want to check it out. So our winner of the week then, it's going to Card Crusher 29, who is waiting on Black Friday before buying anything unless Origins drops. I think that's wise. Anything that's available physical will no doubt have a good shot at a new low price, and of course, as we get to Black Friday, you can expect a whole lot of coverage here on the channel for the different retailers. Congrats though, Card, drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. So our final game of the week, and as I said, we're going controversial with these last 2, but this one is Cyberpunk 2077. It's a game I picked up at release. In fact, I grabbed the ridiculous collector's edition, so I was as disappointed as everyone else. Following The Witcher though, I was confident it would be incredible, and sadly it had more than its fair share of bugs. It was also missing features, just all sorts was going on with it. In fact, it was even removed from the digital store and they offered refunds. Well, we are now a few patches deep. I played it just recently, and while it's far from what they promised, I still actually found something to enjoy. It's one of those games where you can see the intention and see very clearly where they missed. My only warning, do not play this on PS4. It's going to be best for those out there that have a PS5, which gives a noticeable performance boost. And that's another week down, and I am liking this Blockbuster sale a lot. Some great new games, some classics, and I'm particularly excited now to jump into the under $10 edition on Saturday. It's one of the best I've seen in a long time. With that though, hit subscribe, join our growing PlayStation family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.